one. I have to ask the professor a technical question. Canelo, he's a terrific fighter, but to nitpick, are his feet holding him back at all? Because they don't seem quick enough to get on the bike and circle, but he doesn't seem to cut off the ring a whole lot either, even though he's winning all his fights. What do you think of that? Is that holding him back at all?
Fortunately, he didn't got to worry about that with Chavez.
Or Triple
because yes, or Triple G. But let me tell you something. Just like you see, they have smart cornermen and smart handlers that will see the same thing and already seen the same thing. It's just now, how do you fix it? How do you alter it? How do you camouflage it if you can't fix it? If it's a habit and you got this far, you don't try to change. What you try to do is alter some things. You try to camouflage certain things. And you know what? I think that will be the key. But, you know, when you look at technique and you look at flaws, you got to understand that sometimes those flaws can be beneficial if you use them in the right way, because just like you see them, I see them, right? That might be something that can draw a guy in and then take it away from him, because sometimes you can play that huckleberry. You can play that, oh, they know I got a slow right hand, I'm going to throw the slow right hand, but I'm going to throw the left hook faster. So it can be a catch-22. Mm-hmm. It can be a surprise, an element of surprise. And those type of situations, you can't really train for and you can't really strategize how you handle it until you handle it. Sometimes you just gotta, like, you know, I'm gonna kick your ass tomorrow and be here tomorrow. You gotta be there, right? You just gotta get prepared for it and hope that you be able to deal with it. I think that's the case when you fight guys like that.
Hey,
Thank you, Bernard.
What did you make when Canelo and Chavez made that bet to put up their whole purse? Because you had a bet with Joppy, and a lot of people felt that Joppy took an extra beating just to get that.
Well, he didn't take an extra beating. His corner let him take an extra beating, because they probably wanted some of that money.
Yeah. So what do you think about betting a whole purse? Because I have to get that fight in the
Well, they called that off.
They did.
Because let me tell you what happened.
Yeah. Chavez Sr. did.
And I don't know what happened, but I got a little street smarts to understand when somebody run their mouth. Oh, we bet, man, it's bet. Now you lose, you can't pay the guy, you can't come outside no more. Not in North Philly. The word got back to Daddy, right? You know who Daddy is, right? Senior, right? Right? And Senior said, what? Right? And he said, listen, you want to lose now or you want to lose May 6th? Off bet. Off bet. And that's what happened, because once the dust settled, you know, when certain, not all, guys get to talking about betting, it'd be a lot of emotions. Well, bet. But then somebody sit back and say, well, you know, that's 10 grand or that's 50 grand. To me, for the mental strength and to have the fighter believe, at least think, the psychology, you gotta have psychology skills, because guess what? I would have never called that bet off. You don't call no bet off after you was loud about it. And then say, oh, wait a minute, we're gonna call a bet. No. You don't cut a bet off, because now what you give Canelo is like, wait a minute. I said, okay. Is in the rules, you can bet what you want to bet. There's nothing stopping you from betting, so you can't use that excuse, right?
Especially in Las Vegas, right?
Really, how you gonna off your bet in Las Vegas? You can't do that on the table, or they'd be handcuffing you and taking you upstairs. Let me tell you something. When you make moves like that, somebody's unsure. That is leverage big time. Now, that doesn't mean you don't train. That doesn't mean you don't take the fight serious. But why give a guy like Canelo another reason to be confident when things get hard? I believe in my heart, once a quitter, always a quitter.
No other sight in the game could see the boxing voice.